In today's video, I'm gonna share a 7-day plan to overcome gym anxiety and feel confident in the gym so you can reach your fitness goals. Every single person who works out or goes to the gym has been there. That first day at the gym, or even your first day back after a while, can be so daunting. If you're feeling anxious or nervous or worried, don't worry, I've got you. First, I'm gonna go through the tips that have helped me the most, so you can consider this my kind of beginner gym guide, and then we're gonna get into the 7-day plan. First, let's talk about the spotlight effect, which is one of my favorite psychology concepts. It's a phenomenon that describes how we tend to hugely overestimate how much other people are thinking about us. Here's the thing. You're the main character in your own life, but you are not the main character in everyone else's life. In this case, though, it actually helps us because it means that nobody else cares what you're doing at the gym. And when I tell you that nobody cares, I genuinely mean it. I've been going to the gym for 6 years now, and I cannot remember one single embarrassing or weird thing that anyone else has done at the gym. I can only remember the embarrassing weird things that I have done. You want to transform your fitness, which I know because you clicked on this video, and what random people at the gym think is not going to stop you, because I promise they're not even really looking at you or noticing you anyway. Something that's really cool to think about is that everyone at the gym is there to better themselves in some way. It's kind of a cool energy if you think about it, honestly. I know it can be super daunting, but trust me, you're thinking about yourself a lot more than other people at the gym are thinking about you. If you can, it's really nice to go during non-peak gym hours. So at most commercial gyms, weekdays between like 6 and 8 a.m. and 4 and 7 p.m.-ish are the most crowded. My gym also gets incredibly crowded on Saturday mornings between like 8 and 11. So if you can go in during the day on a weekday because you're in college, or if you just have like a flexible schedule, or maybe you can pop in during your lunch break, or if you can go on like a weekend afternoon, it's a nice treat because the vibes are just a lot more laid back during non-peak hours. There's usually more space, less people, more equipment available. It's just a little bit more chill. And a lot of times that alone, just having less people there, can kind of resolve those anxious feelings, at least in my experience. So the next thing you may want to do is bring a friend. Something about gym people is that we love turning other people into gym people. If you happen to have a friend or someone in your family who goes to the gym a lot, see if you can tag along with them. It's a fun way to hang out. Like, I love to go and grab coffee after working out with someone, and then that person can also show you around and maybe work out with you. Just makes things a lot easier, but you definitely don't need to go with someone. I'm gonna give you lots of tips and tricks if you want to go alone as well, so don't worry about that. Last thing that was so helpful for me to remember, and something I'm still constantly reminding myself of, is that progress is more important than perfection. If you're a perfectionist like me, I have bad news for you. You're not gonna be perfect at anything you do for the first time, and working out is no different. I think it's really freeing to make peace with the fact that you're a beginner. Kind of humbling, honestly, but ideally you want to look back at yourself at the start of your fitness journey or at the start of working out at the gym and cringe, because if you look back and cringe, that means that you've made progress, you've improved, you've grown, you've gotten better. Your first day doing anything is going to be your worst day, and I love thinking of it that way because then I feel like I can just get it out of the way and move on, and I don't put so much pressure on it. Like, I even feel that way with YouTube. I look back at my early videos or even videos from like 6 months ago and I'm like, what the hell is that? I try to remind myself though that that's a good thing. It means I'm growing and evolving. So, okay, let's get into the 7-day plan. And I just want to say, having a plan was one of the things that was the most helpful for me at the beginning of my gym journey. The days that I would walk in and just try and wander around and figure things out were the awkwardest and most uncomfortable and cringing just thinking about it. It was really tough. So I highly recommend having a workout to follow, having a plan. It helps alleviate so much of the stress and nerves around it. I'm going to write everything out in this plan out in the description in case you're like a note taker and you want to copy and paste this somewhere. Maybe you want to write it down in your planner, whatever's going to work for you. For day 1, all you need to do is watch this video. That's it. You're already almost done with day 1. Day 2, we're going to be hitting a home workout. Now, feel free to skip this if you've already been working out consistently, but I think it's really helpful to do a little bodyweight mobility session at home just to get kind of warmed up in your body. That way you feel a little bit more confident going into a gym setting, and you've already gotten a little bit of practice with some of the basic moves you're going to be using. So this is all written out in the description, but one of my favorite mobility flows is just really simple. I like to do 10 reps of every exercise and repeat that for 2 sets each. The workout just includes some body weight squats, lunges, high plank shoulder taps, the cat-cow stretch, which is honestly, it's so great for spinal mobility and it just feels really good, high plank pushbacks, and then a little bit of stretching. So I love to just do a forward fold and hold that for about a minute, and then do pigeon pose on each leg for about a minute as well. For day 2, I find it really helpful to pack a gym bag. So really no need to get crazy here. I mean, if you want to, I love packing my gym bag and I have tons of crap in my gym bag, but you certainly don't don't have to. All you really want to make sure you have is, of course, a water bottle, headphones, so now's a good time to make sure they're charged if you have like AirPods or Bluetooth or something that needs charging. Extra deodorant, you never know when you're gonna need that. And then if you do have any gym accessories like bands or things like that, pop those into your bag, but you certainly don't need them, and your gym should have pretty much all of the equipment that you would want anyway. Last thing for day 2 is laying out your gym clothes, and this is something that I would recommend repeating the night before every single workout, especially if you work out in the morning or in a time crunch. It can make such a big impact on my confidence and how I show up when I'm wearing a cute outfit, something that I love and that makes me feel good. I love an oversized tee with like leggings or shorts, and although the cuteness of your outfit of course has no direct impact on your workout performance, I think when you feel confident it can have an indirect impact. So whatever you're gonna feel comfortable and cozy in. Day 3 is the gym scoping day. So you can take a gym tour if you want. Most places will give you a free tour. I always feel kind of weird staring at the people working out as I'm getting the tour, so I don't prefer those, but you can do that if you want to. Alternatively, all you need to do for this day is I like to try and find a treadmill that has a pretty good view of the gym, play some music, listen to a podcast, and just scope it out, get familiar with the space. So figuring out where are the free weights, where are the squat racks, the bench press, the machines, where is like a nice area that you could grab a yoga mat and go, sit down and do some body weight exercises, like things like that. Just some people watching, which is one of my favorite activities. I like to take it super slow at like a 2 mile per hour walking pace. And this would be a good time to identify if there's like a comfort spot in the gym, whether that's in the back or in the corner, wherever you're scoping out that you're like, yeah, I would want to go there the next time that I'm at the gym. This whole workout could literally just be 5 or 10 minutes, and that would be totally perfect. The goal is just to show up, walk a little bit, and get familiar with the space. I am personally not above bribery, so if I were you, I would go get a coffee or a little treat afterwards. Treating yourself is an amazing way to get yourself to build good habits, and I still use that all the time. Yes, I am a full-grown adult, but it works. Day 4, we're gonna be doing an ab workout. So again, starting on the treadmill, or you could even do a bike or any kind of cardio machine that you feel confident with. And while you're warming up, again, just kind of scoping the area, figuring out a good spot to sit, where are you gonna grab a yoga mat, then finding a nice cozy spot. I personally love the corners or back walls. I love following an ab workout video. It's really nice because you have like visual and auditory cues. You have the demos of the exercises right there, so you know what you're doing. Complete just a 5 to 10 minute ab workout. If you're looking for inspiration of a workout to follow, I will link my ab workout video up here as soon as it's live. I do have one of those coming out very soon. We're gonna be working out together a little bit more, so very excited for that as well. And then optionally, after this workout, more bribery. So day 5 is a rest day. You've earned it, so take the day off. And now we're getting into our practice days. The next 2 days are literally just about grabbing some weights, getting to a comfortable spot in the gym, and getting it done, and that's it. If this is your first time lifting weights or your first time lifting in a while, it's definitely gonna feel a little bit awkward and weird at first. And honestly, if we think about it, the whole thing is kind of weird. We like go to the gym to pick things up and put them down a bunch of times. Like that's kind of hilarious when you really think about it. Anyway, for both of these workouts, just start with a light weight. You can add weight as needed, or you can continue using that light weight throughout the whole workout. As you get kind of more comfortable and confident with the movements and improve your form, you can definitely increase the weight and start to push yourself a little bit more, trying to get closer to failure. But when starting out, I'm a big fan of just getting the kind of motions down because they can definitely feel a little bit weird at first. The goal for these 2 days is just to get comfortable. I decided to keep both of these workouts to just 4 exercises. And again, I will link workout videos with demos and whatnot as soon as they are live, so keep your eyes peeled for those. Quick, simple, dumbbell only upper body workout for day 6 is gonna be a floor chest press. So it's like a bench press, but you don't need a bench or anything. And it's a lot easier to set up because you're just on the ground. A shoulder press, which you can do seated or standing. Bicep curls, classic. And then an overhead tricep dip where you put the dumbbell behind your head and dip it behind you. You can do that with 2 dumbbells or 1. I usually like to do 1 because it's a little bit hard to handle with 2. I would do whatever is gonna feel most comfortable for you. I would say the reps and sets don't really matter very much, but if you want a general idea, I would go for like 8 to 10 reps and 3 sets of each. But again, if you only get a couple sets or you only wanna do 1 set of each, that is totally fine. And however many reps you can do safely feeling good, totally fine too. And then for day 7, the dumbbell only lower body workout. The workout's gonna include sumo squats, lunges, floor glute bridge. So essentially it's similar to a hip thrust, but you're just doing it laying down on the floor. And then calf raises holding the dumbbells at your sides. In the last 6 years of going to the gym, I have done my fair share of embarrassing stuff, and I wanna share a few of my funniest gym moments with you in the hopes that you'll realize that like, I'm fine, I'm great actually, I survived. We've all embarrassed ourselves a little bit in life and especially at the gym. So there are a few things you could do that would be worse than these moments that I've had. So I've legit fallen off a treadmill before. I literally slipped and fell onto the ground off the back of a treadmill. I have dropped plates on my toes so many times. I have failed a lot of exercises, which funny enough, when I started my gym journey, I thought was so embarrassing and weird, but now I think it's it's cool and hot because it means you're pushing yourself to failure, which is what we want to do to see muscle growth and like improve our physique. One time though, I failed a bench press and I literally got stuck underneath it. I'd never failed it before, so I didn't know how to get up, and I had to yell and call over a group of high school boys to come help me. So it was really not my best day. The last and most embarrassing gym moment for me is something that I continue to do once or more a week. Even now, I take out a tripod, I set my phone up in it, and I film myself at my public gym. Trust me, there's nothing more embarrassing you could do than that, and I still feel so awkward doing it every day, but no one cares. No one really even notices, and I can promise you there's nothing you can do that would be worse or more embarrassing than that. Just know that I am genuinely rooting for you and so excited for you if you are starting your journey of working out at the gym, or you're restarting it after time off, or maybe you're going to a new gym in a new area, or whatever it is. The first day is the worst. If you can get through that, I promise it gets so much better and easier from there. I remember my first day at the gym like it was yesterday, and it was a little bit scary, a little bit awkward. I promise you it is so worth it, because the impact that working out has had on both my mental and physical health has been seriously incredible, and it is so worth it. So I hope that you've enjoyed the Glow Up Guide series. I'm gonna link the rest of the videos in this series right up here in case you want to check them out. In those videos, we talk about discipline and building healthy habits. So once you're feeling confident in the gym and you want to think about integrating that habit and being consistent with it, I think those videos will be super helpful. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a like, and if you'd like to see more from me, make sure to subscribe. I upload new videos every week, and I will see you next time.